Let me yield the floor to Austin now. Like I said, Austin was quite busy today. A lot was happening at the Nigerian house in London. Of course, in London, in the United Kingdom, I dare say, you have a lot of boxers spread across. You just begin to see Nigerian names here and there. Some of them representing Britain, but not forgetting where they're coming from. A lot of them representing with Nigeria. And Austin caught up with one of them today as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good day for boxing in Nigeria. Once again, British Nigerian cruiserweight boxer Richard Riakporhe visited the Nigeria house. Remember, last month we had Lawrence Okoli. He just left Nigeria and then came to the High Commission to say, look, I'm 100% Nigerian. You know, yes, we have this British tag, but we love Nigeria. We want to do more. That's the High Commissioner right there welcoming Richard Riakporhe and, of course, Ben Gray. What's the essence of this visit? To, you know, create more solidarity, to give this young man a sense of belonging. He loves his Niger side. In March, he went to Maiduguri. Some of us have not been to Maiduguri. He joined the United Nations Foundation team to go and see what is actually happening in Maiduguri and see how it can be a source of motivation to young talents. And he said, Austin, they were saying to me, they want to be a police officer, they want to be in the army, but now they're saying they want to be boxers because Richard took a beautiful story to them. Richard is getting ready for his title eliminator fight that will come up in June. Yeah, I mean, if he wins that fight, he's going to have a shot at the title. And guess who he will go against? Another British Nigerian, Lawrence Okoli, who is the current cruiserweight champion. So it tells you that Nigeria is positioned for great things with boxing in the UK. And Richard and the High Commission, they're looking at ways that they can maybe bring that fight when he's ready for a title shot to Lagos, with two British Nigerians, Lawrence Okoli and hopefully Richard, will be fighting. Beautiful story. I caught up with Richard right after the visit, and he had this to say about supporting young boxers from Nigeria.
You know, when I ask the kids, what do you want to be? You know, they're saying they want to be doctors, they want to be lawyers, they want to be in sports, they want to be in the army, on land, you know, and they saw what I did now, they said I want to be boxers now. So they're asking me, how can I help them? And me, it hit me. I started to think, how can I help these beautiful kids with dreams and they want to fulfill them. They don't understand the complexities of environment and stuff like that. And you know what? I said I'll do everything that I can. You know, so it was a real eye opener. A lot of my parents and people, my family, I've never been to that city because it's like very, you know, dangerous. But you know, we are blessed and we believe that we'll be safe. We went there and it was a blessing that I got to see and I was invited into their communities. So we want to do more, connect with Nigeria, show them that there's anything is possible.
That's the word I picked here, Alfred and Ikena. I said, we want to do more, we want to connect with Nigeria. Richard has got a very touching, interesting story. He was born in East London, was a proper street boy. Boxing changed his life. So that's why we worry sometimes when people are playing with sports in Nigeria, Alfred, because sports, particularly boxing, has the power to transform lives.
Exactly, something that would out from my mouth. I mean, now we're celebrating somebody that the system out there changed the story. We have basketballers here who want to write their story too, and some people are stopping that dream. I don't think it's good enough. It's not fair. They should find a way around it and not tell us that for the next 2 years. What if the federation now they are not ready for us in the next years? What do we do? We've not found a solution. The last 5 years or 3 years thereabouts, this administration has been on ground. All of a sudden, 2 years when it's less than a year for this administration to wind down, he's telling us 2 years, and that's where that will get us. I mean, the system has to work. The people entrusted with the responsibility of making the system work have to make it work.
true. Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Ikenna, let me get you talking before we drop this. Ikenna, before independence, Nigeria had produced world champions, not just boxers, world champions in
Across
boxing.
field.
Diki
Yeah.
Etu Tiger and Hogan Kidbasi. And
Yeah.
I'm sure if we leave us, we will name from Obisian Wakpa to Jerry Kurududu. Names. We have produced champions. What is the story of boxing today in Nigeria?
Very sad. Very sad. I remember, as I reading out the names, I remember Joel Asisi versus Okrodudu. That was around in the 80s. It was as popular in Nigeria here as the Rumble in the Jungle. We were all expecting that fight, the talks and everything. So it shows you how big boxing was in Nigeria back in the days. But somehow it went down. Through infighting administration, they renamed the Boxing Association from one name to the other. We know what happened. But I'm happy that at least we are getting it back on track. And also tapping into our diaspora, even if we are not the ones making the moves, they are the ones, coming down here. And to Joshua has been here, trying to inspire young ones. We can do a lot. We can even, not just the guys British-born Nigerian, there are also American-born Nigerians. There are also Nigerians, boxers in Nigeria here. How can we create a platform for the three to meet or for all of them to meet? Can we have successive tournaments? Can we bring their fights here to make sure that the popularity of sports? And one thing about big fights is that when you have big fights, there are undercards. There are other weights that can come in. So from that level, somebody can come in and become popular. So we need to do a lot. We need to do a lot. They are doing it individually. They are reaching out to us. It's for us to accept them, to also create a platform where they can also tap into. So it's a very, very good one. It's a lovely one. And a cheering news is that he went to Medigree to inspire a lot of people. And that is amazing.
So that's the story right there. We will continue to monitor it, particularly British Nigerians who are doing so well with boxing.